Density is the amount of mass in a specific volume, and it can be calculated with an equation, mass divided by volume. So let's see if we can use that equation to calculate the density of an object. Take this problem, for example, and we'll practice with it. A marble has a mass of 12 grams and a volume of 4 milliliters. What is the density of the marble? And we can tell that our mass is 12 grams. We know that's definitely the mass because mass is measured in grams. We know we have a volume of 4 milliliters, and we know that's definitely the volume because volume is measured in milliliters. So to find the density, we need to do mass divided by volume, and the mass is 12 grams. The volume is 4 milliliters, so our next step, we'll replace mass and volume with the actual units of measurement. And we can actually divide 12 divided by 4 and get 3. But just as our multiplication problem earlier, we can't do anything with these units. We can't divide grams by milliliters, or we can't divide a G by an ml. It just doesn't work. So we have to represent those two units in our answer. So we got 12 divided by 4 is 3. And then we leave the grams over the milliliters, and we write this as 3 grams per milliliter, which literally means that there are 3 grams of matter in every milliliter of volume. And that is a measure of compactness, a measure of density. So now that we've had a chance to work a problem together, I want you guys to try it on your own. So here in just a second, I'm going to ask you to pause the video and try the problem below. Let's read that together. An object has a mass of 50 grams and a volume of 10 milliliters. What is the density of the object? Now remember from before, density equals mass over volume, or mass divided by volume. So right now I want you to pause the video and see if you can calculate the density of this object. Remember how we should write our units, and please try to show your work. Welcome back. I hope that you were able to calculate the density of that object. Welcome back. Now let's take a look at the answer and how we calculate that problem. Welcome back. Now that you've had a chance to calculate the density of this object, let's take a look at how we got there. Alright, so I know once again that I'm going to lay out my problem like this and show my work. Density equals mass over volume, or mass divided by volume. The mass in this equation was 50 grams, and the volume was 10 milliliters. So we know 50 and 10 are numbers, so we can divide those. 50 divided by 10 is 5, so I can move that to my answer, but I cannot divide grams by milliliters or G by ml, so those have to be represented in my answer. I move G over ml to my answer, G over ml, and I have 5 grams per milliliter, which, like we said, literally means that there are 5 grams per every milliliter of volume, and that is the measurement for density.